This is an overview video for the histology chapter, chapter 4 in your textbook. So if you recall, when we talked about the cell, cells are the smallest units of life. So they are the smallest living thing that exhibits all of the characteristics of life. So growth, reproduction, metabolism, movement, all of those different things that we talked about are characteristics of life. Cells are the smallest unit that will exhibit all of those characteristics. When you have cells that group together that are of similar form and function, so that's important that the cells are similar form and function, then they can group together into tissues. So cells of similar form and function can group together to form tissues. So then tissues would be the next level as far as the hierarchy of organization that we talk about in the human body. And tissues will provide the structure and the functions of the various organs that are necessary to maintain homeostasis, which will be necessary to maintain life. So, and if you think about organs as the next level, you have several different tissues that come together to form an organ. But tissues will be the basic structure that will provide the structure of the organ and the function of the organ. And we also have tissues by themselves. They're not grouped as an organ, but tissues like lining different areas of the body that will provide structure, will provide insulation and various other things throughout the body. The study of tissues is called histology. So that's what this unit is in lab, and the chapter in your textbook is referred to as histology. So there are 4 types of tissue that we will discuss. We'll discuss epithelial tissue first, and then we will discuss connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. So those are the 4 types of tissues that are found in the body. We'll start at the top here. So the nervous tissue, just a general overview, is found in brain, spinal cord, and in the peripheral nerves. And the function of nervous tissue is to communicate, provide communication throughout the body. Also, when you get into the central nervous system, there's a level of integration. So that's where the tissue will take in information from the outside, from a stimulus. It will decide what to do, and then it will send a message out to an effector organ to make something happen. Okay. Then we have muscle tissue. So we have 3 types of muscle tissue. We have smooth muscle. Well, let me start at the top here. We have skeletal muscle, which is found in our skeletal muscles. We have cardiac muscle that's found in our hearts. And then we have smooth muscle that's found in the walls of hollow organs like our urinary bladder or our stomach. Then epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is found throughout the body in various places. We see it in various membranes throughout the body, like mucous membranes and synovial membranes, cutaneous membranes, which is cutaneous membrane is our skin. So we see epithelial tissue all throughout the body. And then connective tissue is also found throughout the body, and it has various functions to support, to protect. It helps bind tissues together. We see connective tissue in our bones, in our tendons, in our subcutaneous fat, and all throughout the body. We'll talk about each of those types of tissue in more detail in the subsequent videos.